Welcome to Undiscovered America TV, where today we're exploring the town of Estes Park, Colorado. An amazing combination of preservation, recreation, culture, and Rocky Mountain living with more than just a touch of the bizarre thrown in. I'm your guide, David Downing, as usual, inviting you on a journey to uncover stories new and old, meet some remarkable folks who live here, and witness the breathtaking vistas that make this mountain retreat so extraordinary. From the elk that grace the streets, you'll see them, to the adventurers scaling the heights, Estes Park is where the spirit of the wilderness meets the warmth of community year-round. Our trek into the heart and soul of Estes Park begins now.
Let's take it to the streets. Show you the land of the free like you've never seen. Talking about undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Oh! Undiscovered America.
One of the things we like to do at Undiscovered America, to get our bearings, we start downtown. And here we are in the most idyllic, beautiful town, Estes Park, Colorado, and we have a local to show us around. This latte is exactly what I needed on a cold day full of snow. So tell me, I mean, it's a long street. There seems like there's a lot there. What are some highlights? Your favorite places over in Elkhorn?
Yeah, so I love a little shop called Inkwell and Brew. They sell some awesome books and stationery. Earthwood Artisans has beautiful art. I love to check out the art scene in town.
And this is local art?
Local
Okay,
art, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be complete if we didn't check out the taffy shop and try some homemade saltwater taffy right here in town.
You have me at books and I'll stay
I
for the
know.
taffy.
Perfect.
So this is, it's almost unbelievably beautiful. It's like something out of a picture, but particularly with the snow.
It really is. It reminds me of like a movie or just, the classic quintessential mountain town, family mountain town.
And I think what is very Estes Park about is you don't see a lot of chains. These seem all like mom and pop, individually owned places, right?
Exactly. There are practically no chains.
So this is it.
Yeah, this is the famous taffy shop.
Tell me about it.
It's an Estes Park classic. I don't know anyone who doesn't love taffy from the taffy shop.
Right.
You get to sample the flavors. I'm sure we have to check out the taffy being made in the window.
All made here in Estes Park.
Yeah, all made here in Estes Park.
So we're going to try to sample some of the. So this is your territory. Tell me which one.
Which one? Okay,
Yeah.
So I love the vanilla.
All right.
And I love this salted caramel.
And there's a little bit of everything. You know, there's clothiers, there's bars, there's restaurants, there's specialty stores.
And yeah, it's just so cool to meet the locals when you go into the shops. You know, a lot of the owners work in their shops daily.
Right. And again, all these independently owned places, you know, this doesn't feel like a chain, this feels like locally owned.
Exactly, and we're friends with the shop
in
owners.
keeping with just this independent spirit of Estes Park, right?
It really
and a
is.
fireplace.
I know,
You're
isn't
kidding
that
me, what?
cute?
Well, books and a fireplace.
And a fireplace
You
on
had
a
me
snowy day.
at Fireplace and Snowy Day. Claire, thank you so much for
Thank
the
you,
tour
David.
of Estes Park. It's an amazing spot. Had a great time exploring all these mom and pop places right here in downtown Estes Park. And now we're going to go to one of the biggest mom and pop stories of all, the Stanley Hotel. Everybody who visits Estes Park, Colorado, sooner or later comes to the same realization, and that's this. It's that all roads, literally and figuratively, lead right here to the Stanley Hotel. That's because this place is more than a hotel. It's an institution, an integral part of local history for more than 100 years. It was built in 1909 by inventor, investor, and visionary Mr. Freeland Oscar F.O. Stanley, the same guy responsible for the development of the Stanley Steamer, the famed steam power car that could go almost 130 miles an hour. But all 9 of the original buildings constructed by him still stand today. Their continued existence is a testament both to the town's commitment to historic preservation and to his ingenuity and personal dedication to putting Estes Park on the map, not to mention a perpetual reminder of his immense personal fortune. It's also famous for something else, namely, the Stanley was the inspiration for and the actual setting where novelist Stephen King wrote the classic horror novel, The Shining. There are reminders of this storied pedigree all over the property, from still shots of the movie and subsequent TV series shot here on the premises, to photo-friendly interactive props. My favorite was the axe in the door, to theme menu items and specialty drinks on the on-site bar, to the Shining Suite, faithfully outfitted with bits of movie paraphernalia and featuring a replica of the eerie green bathroom from the original film. It's a must-see for any Stanley Kubrick fan. But the quirkiness doesn't stop there. The Stanley's also home of the International Cryonics Museum, the only one of its kind in the country, featuring an actual frozen man preserved in nitrogen, who's celebrated every year during a playfully macabre celebration, the Frozen Dead Guy Days. The Stanley's also has a formal concert hall that can seat up to 300, an underground theater, and a series of subterranean tunnels that once connected several of the buildings. Kind of creepy. Yet, truth be told, the place is a little bit of everything. It's palatial, it's historic, it's comfy, and yeah, it's a little bit creepy, especially when the entire city is blanketed in several feet of snow like it is today. But what makes it so remarkable is that it's a totally authentic experience and an amazing piece of American history. That was an amazing tour of the Stanley Hotel. We will be right back with more from Estes Park, Colorado.
I discovered America.
Here we are in Estes Park, Colorado. Stay with us now as we take you to the superstar, Rocky Mountain National Park. Spanning over 415 square miles, Rocky Mountain National Park is a natural wonderland with diverse ecosystems, from lush meadows and serene lakes to rugged peaks of the Continental Divide. This is truly a year-round haven for nature enthusiasts and adventure seekers alike. Winter in the park brings a snow-covered landscape ideal for snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and sledding. The serene beauty of frozen lakes and forests draped in white presents a peaceful escape, with the crisp mountain air adding another sensory experience. In the spring and summer, the park transforms into a canvas of wildflowers. Trails like Bear Lake and Emerald Lake offer leisurely hikes with breathtaking vistas, while the more challenging Longs Peak beckons even the most experienced climbers with its towering summit. As autumn arrives, the landscape is set ablaze with the golden hues of aspen. It's the perfect season for wildlife viewing, especially during the elk rut, where the haunting calls of bull elks fill the air. Scenic drives along Trail Ridge Road, the highest continuous paved road in the United States, offer panoramic views of the changing foliage and expansive mountain ranges. No matter the season, Rocky Mountain National Park captivates with its natural beauty and seemingly endless opportunities for adventure. For those seeking tranquility, the park's numerous lakes like Dream Lake and Sprague Lake offer peaceful spots for reflection and fishing. The overall tranquility of the park rises to a truly majestic level with the spotting of wildlife, like mule deer, bighorn sheep, and if lucky, the elusive moose or the iconic bald eagle. It's not overstating the case to say that Rocky Mountain National Park is a true American treasure, where the grandeur of the American West is preserved, a place where trails lead to discovery and stories are written into the very landscape. Whether you're seeking adventure, solace, or simply the joy of nature's beauty, Rocky Mountain National Park will never disappoint. And now we're switching gears to a serene yet equally captivating Estes Park tradition, fishing. Up next, discover how the clear, cold waters of Estes Park make it a premier destination for anglers all year round. All right, Steve, so here we are. The water is cold. You promised me that. It is fast flowing. It is a beautiful setting here in Estes Park. Tell me, how do I fly fish? Never done this.
Good question.
Right.
So Primarily, the most important part about fly fishing, it's easier done in a river. So
Okay.
what the trout are doing, if you haven't done much river fishing, the trout all day long face upriver. So all day we're gonna throw the flies up the river. It's gonna end up hitting the current.
So all the fish are pointing this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how the trout breathe. The water goes through their mouth,
I
it goes
gotcha.
out their gills.
All
That's how
right.
the trout breathe. More importantly, the river brings food directly to the fish. And this is the most important part.
All right.
If you have the wrong fly, we're not gonna catch any fish. But if we have the right flies, even if you've never done this before, you're gonna have some
And
success
so,
with
okay,
this.
I'm having a little epiphany here. Fly fishing is we're imitating the behavior of flies. That's where the name comes from.
Yep. That way,
Okay.
just like that.
Got it.
I'm gonna slide on to your right.
I
Nice
think-
job, David.
I think we got fish on here, Steve.
Now, rather than reeling with the
Yeah.
fly rod, just slowly slide
Slowly
him over
lift
this way.
it.
Now, keep him down in the water so he doesn't freak
Yeah.
out. Lower that just a little bit. Thank you. With the trout, unlike other types of fish, if you just grab them with a dry hand,
Yeah.
you'll really injure the fish. So you
Okay.
do want to get your hand wet.
And that's a brown trout? What is that?
This one's called a cut bow. So
Okay.
now we've seen another type of fish, technically. I got the hook out for you.
That's awesome.
You want to try? You want me to hold him up?
Yeah, and so this is the sport. We catch the fish, we look at it, say, hey, we caught a fish, and we put it back to grow up to, entree size.
Or to have someone else hopefully get to enjoy that same experience that you just got.
There it is right there.
We let him go. Little cut bow.
Awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, Estes Park has a story around every corner. Join us next as we sit down with the longtime resident to hear firsthand what truly makes Estes Park a place like no other. Dude, the snow is crazy.
You guys came in a good time.
I guess this is a great time to be here in Estes Park. Tell me, McShann, you're part of the community here. Talk me through, someone said to us at a different place, people get lost to Colorado. There's something about the vibe here, and particularly Estes Park, that draws people in, and it seemed to have drawn you in as well.
Absolutely, and I mean, I think we all came from different places and wound up here as one community. And we all have the sense that we were very fortunate to live in a place that looks like this.
Right.
This is our home, this
Right.
is where we work. Same place where millions of people spend their years saving money and saving vacation days to get to spend a little bit of the time.
Sure.
So that's not lost on us. So we feel like our job is to be good stewards of this land.
And this is Estes Park particularly. There's a vibe here. It's not a ski resort town, right? So how would you describe it?
Well, it's so the national park is our hub,
Right.
And it's something that has been saved for America to get to see, right? The only reason this land exists for us to be here is because 100 years ago, people decided this was too good to not share with the world.
Exactly, right. It's the whole promise of the national parks. right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So even this land that you're on right here has a bit of history to it that's attached that says the sense of community that started way back then and exists through today.
It does, and it's stuff that's, it's meant to be shared. And so I think we all kind of have that sense.
You do, and it shows. There's a chillness. There's a laid back. I think there's a lot of beautiful ski resorts in Colorado, a lot of very upscale places. There's a lot of options, but I think there's something about here that is hard to put your finger on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can see it. It's one of those things that the moments of kind of wow on a regular Tuesday when the sun sets and you see people that have lived here for a dozen years stopping to take a picture. It's a very cool thing.
That's highly unusual and very admirable. And you know what? Let's check out a little bit more. Ollie, is Ollie going to show the way, or what?
Ollie, where are you headed to? Come on, buddy.
All right, I'll follow you guys.
Hey, come on out. And after we get done with this, it's a little cold out. I've got something else you've got to see.
All right. Well, McShann, I have to tell you, after snowshoeing and all that cold, there's no place to warm up, I think. Like, we're at the vault at the Stanley Hotel. Tell us quickly about this place.
Well, there's a great story by Lord Dunraven. He was one of the original settlers here, and he's kind of a mercurial character. Some people love him, and some people ran him out of town.
Right.
But he tells a story of the first tourist he ever saw here was an elderly man on a donkey who needed a place to drink a whiskey, and we didn't have one. So he built the first hotel, and then later sold this property to the Stanleys, where we sit today. And so we've we've opened a little room here where we can try spirits from all across the world.
So that makes sense. We've got the vault. We have the original safe from the hotel here. This is also for safekeeping all of the whiskey in here. Walk me through real quick. There's 4 cents. You know, I'm a neophyte. I don't drink a lot of this stuff.
Right.
But if this is the Ark, walk me through these real quick.
So the goal in this room is to have something for the person who has tried and had everything, and then to have something approachable for the person who might be just taking a chance on whiskey for the first time.
That's me, taking a chance.
Right?
All right.
So what we do here is we kind of run you through the different styles from an Irish whiskey, American bourbon, rye. We have a lot of single malts, so we kind of cover the world to see if we can find what might fit your palate perfect.
Well, I'm going for the rye. What are you having?
I'm going to try this bourbon here. This is
All right.
our Four Roses.
All right, McShann, thanks for having
Cheers.
us. All
Thank
right.
you for your time.
Cheers, cheers. Back to snowshoeing.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. What you see here is only the beginning of the story. The conversation continues online. So for behind-the-scenes photos, videos, blogs, updates, and deeper dives into the stories we share, be sure to follow us 24/7, 365. You can check out all of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or find them on our website at undiscoveredamerica.tv. You can also email us by sending a note to info@undiscoveredamerica.tv. We'll be right back after a quick break. Welcome back to Undiscovered America TV. We're continuing our exploration of Estes Park, a destination that thrives with adventure all year long. From exhilarating outdoor activities to serene nature walks, Estes Park is an amazing mix of experiences just waiting to be discovered. Estes Park offers an array of unforgettable experiences throughout the year, each season bringing its own unique charm and stunning variety of activities. In spring, the park begins to thaw, revealing lush landscapes and flowing rivers. It's the perfect time to spot elk, deer, and bighorn sheep as they emerge in the warming weather. Hiking trails become accessible at this time too, revealing awesome views of snow-capped peaks and blooming wildflowers. Summer in Estes Park is truly magical with clear blue skies, mild temperatures, and an abundance of outdoor activities. Summer's also when Rocky Mountain National Park opens its highest roads, such as the Trail Ridge Road, offering drives above the clouds that are second only to flying above the park. This season is ideal for hiking, horseback riding, and fishing in crystal clear mountain lakes. As autumn paints the landscape in brilliant hues of gold and orange, Estes Park becomes a photographer's paradise. This is the perfect season for drives through the park to admire the kaleidoscopic fall foliage or for taking a leisurely stroll around Lake Estes, soaking in the tranquil beauty and the cooler temperatures. Winter transforms Estes Park into a snowy dominion, ideal for snowshoeing, sledding, and cozy evenings by the fire. The winter landscape offers a stark yet serene beauty, with opportunities for wildlife watching and quiet hikes through frosted forests. For the adventurous, guided winter tours in the national park reveal hidden ice falls and snow-covered valleys, providing a rare perspective of the landscape reserved only for those open to true adventure. Each season in Estes Park offers its own reasons to visit, ensuring that no matter when you come, you're in for an unforgettable experience only found here at the foot of the majestic Rocky Mountains. And now we're going to do something that's good year-round, all seasons. Of course, drinking beer, and we are here with Nick Smith, who's the proprietor of the Lumpy Ridge Brewing Company. Did I get that right?
You did.
So you are not just a proprietor here, you are an institution. Everyone we talk to says we have to talk to you here in Estes Park. So tell us, what is Estes Park?
It's a national park gateway town.
Okay, right.
Which is a huge draw. So,
Right here at the Rocky Mountain National Park, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what happens here, as more than anywhere else, is that families can come here. I think that's a big part of our draw, is that we have a very comfortable, approachable community.
You're from Indiana, Wyoming, via Long Island, Estes Park. What drew you here? What did you sense possibility here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I literally came when I lived in Wyoming. I came down maybe a couple times and had a friend that worked at the Park Service.
Okay.
And so I experienced it kind of from the other end, from the inside out. And when he let me know there was an opportunity to buy a business here, I instantly wanted to know more and came and saw and looked and decided to pull the trigger, move from New York to here. And
So you have this, you have a tasting room, a couple breweries. Who is Estes Park? Tell me about the locals.
my friend Sean called it the New West. We have a very rich Western heritage and we have a very rich mountaineering heritage. And putting those together, I think, kind of makes us at the avant-garde of what's going on we're like evolving, I think, faster than any mountain town.
You know, you said it there. I think the New West, Estes Park is the New West. It's still being explored, it's still being discovered, it's still growing into what it's going to be.
People are wanting more, and people here are doing more in terms of providing services and types of businesses. The brewing industry was very prominent in Colorado by the time I was here.
Sure.
And but that's what I was looking to do.
Right.
And when I went to go buy a brewery out of Minnesota, I could have put it anywhere. What I saw here and what I still see here is a really strong community.
And if this vibe is any indication here, this feels like a place that is built from the roots up, handmade from the roots up.
I'm into turning old things into new things. This is an old gas station, but everything here is homegrown, or as organic as it gets.
Taking old things to make the New West. Well, cheers to that.
Thank you.
Up next, we're exploring Estes Park's lively festival scene, a year-round celebration of culture, nature, and community. Throughout the year, Estes Park regularly transforms itself into a lively stage for events that celebrate everything from the quirky and unusual to the artistic, athletic, and downright weird. One of the, weirdest has to be the Frozen Dead Guy Days, a festival as truly eccentric as its name suggests. It's a tribute to a cryogenically frozen man featuring a coffin race, polar plunge, and more macabre mayhem, all set against the snowy backdrop of March in Colorado. As the snow melts and spring blooms in May, the Estes Park Jazz Fest takes center stage, offering free live performances from top-notch regional jazz acts. June brings the Scandinavian Midsummer Festival, a celebration of the summer solstice with traditional Scandinavian food, music, and dance, inviting everyone to experience the heritage of those ancient cultures. Summer kicks off with the Rooftop Rodeo in July, presenting professional rodeo action, and the Estes Park Wine Festival in August, where Colorado wineries pour their best for tastings amid the stunning mountain scenery. The Rocky Mountain Half Marathon and 5K offers a challenging yet picturesque race through the Rockies in August, followed by the Estes Park Fall Arts Festival in September, featuring local art, music, cuisine, and more. As the leaves begin to change, the Longs Peak Scottish-Irish Highland Festival in September celebrates Celtic culture with bagpipes, kilts, and Highland games, while the Autumn Gold Festival brings the community together with hayrides, pumpkin carving, and of course, a chili cook-off. The famed Elk Fest, also in September, offers a fascinating look at the celebrated local icon during their rutting season. The year rounds off with winter festivities like the Glow in the Park Frosty Beer Fest in December and the Catch the Glow event, where holiday lights and wintry fun light up the town. From the peculiar to the picturesque, Estes Park's festivals appeal to a wide range of visitors and locals alike, making it a year-round destination for fun, enlightenment, adventure, and cultural exploration. We'll be right back with more from Estes Park, Colorado. You know, visiting Estes Park for the first time is like meeting the new sibling of a family you already knew. Because a lot of Colorado is glitzy ski resorts, Estes Park is different. It's mom and pop meets national park. It's small town allure and the unmistakable majesty of the Rockies, all with a local vibe that says, we're glad you're here. We'll see you next time on Undiscovered America TV.